Hello PCS community. In this video I'm going to be showcasing some different features associated with Google Classroom on the iPad. First, we'll go over how to enter into a classroom, and then we'll go over some of the different features for how to access and engage in the assignments or activities that were posted by the teacher. There are two ways to enter into a Google Classroom. One is using a link. The other is using a classroom code. Both of these should be accessible by your student's email. So first, I'm going to go to Gmail and look for an email that came from my teacher that has either a classroom link or a class code. We can see here that my teacher has emailed me both. The first way to enter in is to click on the link. Now that I've clicked on the link, it's going to ask me to choose an account for Google Classroom. You may have to click Add Account and enter into your student's Gmail account. In this case, my account is sitting at the top, so I will click and open that. Once Google Classroom opens, there should be an area now that you've clicked on the link that says, do you want to join this class? In this case, I do want to join. This pulled up because I clicked on the link from my email. If you don't see this box immediately, you may have to click the plus sign and hit Join Class before it pops up. So, now that I've clicked the link, I can join the class by clicking Join. This has now enrolled me into my student's Google Classroom. The second way to enter into a Google Classroom is through a classroom code. First, we need to find the classroom code that was sent by the teacher. If you don't have the classroom code, please email your teacher and they will send it to you. In order to get the classroom code, I will need to access my Gmail. From here, we can see that my teacher has sent me an email that also has the class code. In this particular post, the class code is LLMLHE. One common problem that we come across is sometimes people will enter in numbers rather than letters. In this case, the Google Classroom class code uses L's, LLMLHE. Please double check that you're using the correct digits when entering the class code. So, now I will go back to Google Classroom. Open my classes. And if I was using the class code option, I would go to the bottom right, click Join Class, and it would ask me for that class code. In this case, it was LLMLHE. Again, if you do not have a class code, please email the teacher and they will send it to you. Then I will hit Join. Now that we're entered into this particular Google Classroom, we can see a number of different options available to us. We have the stream, which has all of the posts that the teacher has put up. You can think of the stream much like a social media feed. Both assignments or announcements will be posted inside of this feed. In this particular example, we see a number of different assignments that have been posted. To access the assignments specifically, we will click on Classwork. When we click on Classwork, the teachers will have the classwork organized based on either date or time or content area. In this example, we can see that the teacher has organized it by a weekly learning calendar, as well as the morning meeting and phonics lessons. To access these assignments, I can simply click on the various posts. So, for example, let's enter into one of the assignments that was posted by this teacher. To go back to the stream, you simply click Stream at the bottom. To go back to your Classwork tab with a list of all the classwork, you click Classwork. All of the posts are organized in chronological order. So the most recent announcements or assignments will always be at the top. Let's enter in to some of these assignments to see what they look like from the inside. First, we will look at this assignment here, that is the Fill Your Bucket Read Aloud. When I click on this assignment, we can see there are instructions at the top, as well as an attachment to engage in the lesson. When I click on this attachment, in this case, it's a video read aloud.
Hi, first grade. Today we are going to read the book, How Full is Your Bucket? You probably read this in kindergarten. Yesterday we talked a lot about how kindness is contagious. We saw that in the book Ordinary.
So, for an assignment such as that, you simply click and open the video. Sometimes assignments will have you click on a link in order to engage in the activity. I will click on the assignment, and we can see here the teacher has posted a link to a Brain Pop activity. Sometimes assignments will be associated with a Google slideshow that your students are to edit. In this example, the Giraffes Can't Dance assignment, when I click on the assignment, we can see that there are instructions. In order to open the Google slideshow, we will have to click the small up arrow. That then pulls up the Google Slides attachment that your student will fill out. When I click on that, we can see that it opens up a Google slideshow. We can see that the teacher has asked for a couple different pieces. First, our name, and then examples of things for your students to write inside. In order to write on top of this assignment, I will click the pencil in the top right corner. Once I've clicked on the pencil, this now becomes an editable document, and you have some options as to how to write over top of this document. In this particular assignment, they were discussing what things the students can and can't do yet. So, first, I would put my name at the top. There are two different ways to write on top of this assignment. First, you can simply pull the pen tool and draw directly over top of the screen. I can then use the eraser tool if I made a mistake. The other way you can edit this Google slide is by creating a text box. The text box option is down at the bottom right of the toolbar. When I do that, I open up the text box and I simply click where I want the text to begin. When I click, it will pull up a keyboard and I can say my name. Once I'm done writing inside of the text box, I can simply click away. Next, if I would like to create a new text box, I can simply click text box and click a new area and type inside of there. The other way that I can edit this document is by drawing over top of it. Down here we can see that we have the text box option, but also some drawing tools. I can click on the pen tool, double click to pull up the different colors and shape of the pen. In this example, I'm going to write in that I know how to play sports. So I would simply write play sports. Something I can't do is swim just yet. Here I'm going to write this as a text box. I click on the small a, click the area where I want to create the text box, and write swim. I can continue to write by clicking back on the text box. I can use the keyboard tool to do anything I could normally do on a keyboard, like hit return, add numbers, letters, symbols, or even emojis. Once you're done with the assignment, you'll need to turn the assignment into the teacher. To do so, you will hit the Save button in the top right corner. This will then save the assignment and send it directly to the teacher for grading. Now that we're done with this assignment, we simply click the X, and that brings us back to the assignments area. We can see now that the original assignment was here that we clicked on, but also your edited version is there. Now that the assignment is completed, we'll simply hit Turn In. The teacher will then get a notification that the assignment was turned in. If I need to go back and re-edit this, I can click Unsubmit, and then go back and click on the assignment again. To go back to the Google Classroom from the assignments page, we click the down arrow and then the back arrow. This brings us back to the stream. Those are some of the different assignment types that you can access from Google Classroom. Again, we have the stream, which may contain both assignments and announcements or Zoom links inside of announcements. To access specific classwork, we would click the Classwork tab at the bottom. This filters the stream so that the only things that show up are any headings the teacher has added, as well as the assignments associated with those headings. If we want to email the teacher from directly inside of Classroom, we click People, and we can email any of these individuals from Classroom. So if I have a question about an assignment, I click Mail and Open in Gmail. That will automatically open a new email that goes directly to the teacher from you. So if you have a question, you would write in question and then enter the question in the Compose email section. Once we've asked our question, we simply hit send. To go back to Classroom, we would hit the home button and re-access Classroom from here. Because we left off in the People's area, we will now need to go back to the stream to access the most recent chronological announcements or assignments, or to access an assignment specifically, we would go to Classwork. Thank you so much for viewing this video. If you have additional questions, please email your teacher. Those questions, if it can't be answered by them, will be relayed to our tech support team, who will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.